Epicenter NA qualifiers. They're going to be taking a look at game number 2 here. It is ISGG facing off against compLexity Gaming. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by the great, the man, the myth, the legend, Ryu Dota, the person who's come down on high from faraway lands to incite and inspire all of you in your Dota playing adventures. How you doing?
Did you call for me?
Yeah, man, you're here. What's going on? You excited?
Yeah, let's go. Let's get some Dota going on. That wasn't Dota, that was a stomp. We've been seeing 3 stomps so far. Let's get some good games going.
I know, it's been a little bit rough so far. Last game, compLexity kind of just got ran over by, could it be anybody else? Alina for ISGG, who it feels like CCNC has a very strong affinity with. I mean, do you think this is a mistake giving them Lina in the first phase, or do you just try and counter it?
Well, they're going to have something in store, I'm pretty sure, because you just give the same 2 heroes.
5 seconds
what
remaining.
They want to do is they want to try and solidify their team fight right now with having the Monkey King plus Warlock early on. But at the same time, these are like signature heroes for ISGG, so it's definitely worrisome giving them. We'll see what they want to do for counter picking.
I wonder if now seeing like the Monkey King and the Warlock, if you could even like run a... Do you know, does Flea play Enchantress or Chen or either of those?
I haven't seen him. I don't think he will play it. We could just see the Ogre again. I think Ogre is a really good hero. Also, a really good hero against Monkey King
remaining.
In general. To trade blows is a Bane, and I know Stan King likes that.
Remaining.
So, but it doesn't add as much AoE team fight as say the Warlock does. Fiend's Grip can get canceled pretty easily, but we'll kind of see what they want to do now that the Ogre and Ricky are banned. Most likely, they could still go for the Tree. Tree is still very good for ISGG.
Yeah. Good
scouting hero. Overgrowth is always nice to have in team fights. Living Armor.
10 seconds
compLexity,
remaining.
they do have the 3rd pick as well. And you know, when Monkey King first came out, there was a little period of time where one of the first teams that were running this hero was compLexity, and they ran it as Moo playing it in the carry role. Is there any way at all that we see something like that, or is that just too crazy?
Monkey King carry doesn't seem that strong.
compLexity.
I don't think it's possible. Yeah.
Okay, I was just wondering because I know that Moo used to play it, so I was wondering if that was something that they might try and do to spice things up, because they have really been feeling like they've just been behind.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
I think I'm trying to figure out what they want to do
5
this game.
seconds remaining.
Maybe they'll have like an Ursa. I think Ursa's a really good hero against Lina. Like you get your Blink Dagger, you get Basher, then you just blink on top of Lina, completely destroy her. It's very strong against a Legion too. Can zone him out. Lane. So I think compLexity just should take a fast tempo controlling core for Moo. Let him control the game. And then put Pharaoh on... I don't even want to see... I want to see a Shadow Fiend, but I actually don't want to see a Shadow Fiend against Lina.
His Invoker is really good, but that just feels like it's a dead hero nowadays.
Invoker just gets shut down by Lina too. Yeah. The thing is, I don't want to see a Puck. Puck is really good against Lina matchup, but Puck just falls off unless they go aggro tri-lane, get a Puck, and then give Moo like a some kind of 1v1 hero against Legion, like the Ursa. Well, the Ursa's banned. I don't know why I keep talking about Ursa. Another good 1v1. There's Timber, but I don't think Timber is going to scale as well. Well, I know Moo loves playing the hero. So, Centaur, they're going to go for this route.
This feels like a Swindles hero, certainly. I don't really know what you go for here, though. Like, it's just so hard to deal with Legion and Lina, because both of these heroes dominate their lanes. And then you can kind of just do whatever you want with the
5
rest of them.
seconds
And maybe you stick another support in there like what we saw last game with the Ogre. It doesn't obviously going to be able to be that
Reserve
since Ogre's
time.
been banned out. But you just sort of accentuate that lane winning philosophy, and SGG should be able to run it. And Treant Protector's another perfect hero for this. You can stick them into a lane, cause havoc there, or you can just have them off somewhere else and then have living armor to help keep somebody alive.
Yeah, talked about this. They actually picked it up for free. And then let's see how compLexity want to counter this. They
10
don't
seconds
have
remaining.
the best ways to counter living armor right now besides Monkey King ulti.
5 seconds remaining.
Chaotic Offering is okay a little bit, but
Reserve time.
I don't know, man. You also, yeah, that's good. I was starting to think of like what
Dire
heroes
team
can
pick.
purge off either the the overgrowth, or heroes that have the Manta style and that they want to go for this overgrowth, or better yet, the Slark. So it kind of kills all the birds
10
with one
seconds
stone.
remaining.
Yeah. It's still kind of, it's not like a great Slark game, though,
5
is it?
seconds
Dual, like the
It's
AoE
good.
damage from Lina.
Like if you get on top of Lina, she doesn't want the enemy hero on top of her. And
Complexity's
Slark,
turn
he
to
builds up
ban.
these essences. He starts attacking faster and faster. If you try and stun, turn around for Lina, he's just dark packing it off. And then Lina, as we talked about, doesn't have much armor to deal with certain
10
heroes.
seconds
So
remaining.
if Slark eventually just, like I said, if he has a lot of essence shift,
5
he has a
seconds
basher,
remaining.
can normally lock down the Lina. Slark is a good matchup versus Lifestealer too at
Reserve
times.
time.
But like you said, Legion Commander is kind of this X factor always, as well as the Treant. They just have such good utility with those two heroes as well as heals
Dire
that it's very
team
worrisome for compLexity. Because normally Slark, when you play him, sometimes you want to burst down the enemy heroes with him, but it's hard to do that when you have the Legion and Treant. And another way to play Slark is to just keep building up those essence shifts, keep building them up, keep building up. But like you
10
said,
seconds
with a
remaining.
duel, if he plays too cocky, he's just going to get dueled and die.
Right.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and the the Ancient Apparition ban is an interesting one as well. Obviously great against
Reserve
Slark.
time.
We're looking for, I'm assuming, a position 4 hero. There's been a large resurgence of Bloodseeker, which is one of those traditional counters to Slark, or at least causing a lot of issues for him. Is that a possibility at all, in your opinion, or do you think it's maybe a bit too greedy?
I don't know. I'd rather see GG and compLexity. Let's see. We still haven't found a way for them to counter the Lina.
Right.
I'd rather focus, like, what is that going to be, that big hero here? Like Medusa, Medusa, this isn't even a bad game for her. So maybe GG are going to ban that out. They left Stan King, his hero, for last. So curious to see what he wants to play. Disruptor is super strong right now. If they want to pick that hero, I
Dire
think it
team
counters
pick.
Centaur, his Stampede away, can counter Slark too if he just drops the ulti and kinetic field on him when he goes on him. So,
Keeper of
all right.
the
Well,
light.
they just want to go for more split push.
Complexity's
Good hero
turn
against
to
Slark
pick.
eventually once you get that Ags and his daytime. So now compLexity, they have to face a lot of the split push right now, a lot of tankiness from the
10
heroes, the
seconds
cores.
remaining.
This is scary right now. I don't know what
5
else can really
seconds
salvage it.
remaining.
And like I said, if you picked Medusa, it would have been great, but not against the Coddle now.
Yeah.
So you have to, just kind of have to go back for this TA just because that last pick.
Yeah. Well, Firo TA, we saw it in the last game do a good bit. I think I'm like picturing this game, and there's going to be a point in time where Slark is farming in between his tier 1 and tier 2 tower because the tier 1 tower is down, and Coddle's going to recall in Legion, and they're just going to blow him up. Like, I picture this happening in the future because Coddle with recall, you feel like you're safe on the map because there's Legion Commander showing in another lane, and suddenly you're dead. I don't know. Is this something that they need to be concerned about, or do you think that Moo can play his way around it well enough?
10
I think Moo
seconds
can play
remaining.
around really well, especially during the nighttime. He should have a
5
fast Shadow
seconds
Blade if he wants to go
remaining.
around that route. The bigger thing this game is that they're not going to be hindered by the Earth Spirit pick. Z-Freak's going to be able to right-click the Legion Commander out of the lane. And then if he ever gets close, they're going to have the Pounce to kill him. More reliable early game here for compLexity. That's why I have a lot more hope. But at the same time, you have to love what ISGG brought to the table last game and are bringing to the table this game with their picks. Like the split pushing style, the Ag's gem can completely counter Slark, can heal up the team, so they can have potentially 3 heals on ISGG side going at different times and whatnot.
Prepare
So
for battle.
their sustain is absurd as well as while on the other side, compLexity only have the Shadow Ward, and nobody on their team is going to be going for a mech or anything. So I'm worried for compLexity and their sustain.
Yeah. It's certainly something that we're going to need to keep our eyes on. You can see right there, Flea scouting out all of the movement right now from Z-Freak, and the fact that he has indeed placed down a couple of those wards should get taken away as well shortly as the smoke is going to break there. Body blocking Z-Freak, trying to take him down. The Illuminate comes out, Light Checker a little bit off the mark, and Monkey King will get away. The CCNC takes one pot shot to the back, and Sand King should be able to get the D ward. This does mean, of course, that up here it's just a one-on-one as UR is punching and fighting with Swindles.
Yeah, the reason why they're not dewarding it right now for everyone who's tuning in is because you want to have this sentry ward. Oh, they see him here. They're acting like they don't see him.
Yeah, they got the pounce just out of range. All right, Flea came back into range, actually, because everybody else wants to come in and contest for this rune. They do have overwhelming odds, catches it onto 2, and that will stop them for the moment. Yes, Snake King picks one up. They've got another one on CCNC, Yawar and Firo, the lone hero, to pick up the Binding Rune on compLexity.
All right, so back to the Sentry Ward here. You want to save the Sentry Ward to deward this and then eat the ward with the Tango. So that'll give you more regen in the lane, so you're able to sustain. And this is a good approach from ISGG. They're not going to let the Slark free farm, and they're not going to let they didn't let the Spectre free farm last game. So really well played, invading, taking the rune. Now they're going to push out the wave.
Yeah. And also keep in mind that this is a one-on-one matchup as, oh my god, lots of damage onto Z-Freak. The bash actually went on to Moo that time, and
that was questionable.
They end up getting first blood regardless. So Illuminate, good spell.
How did that hit?
All right, this is already looking to be quite tough.
They need abandoned ship.
Yeah.
The ship needs to be abandoned. Moon needs a TP top ASAP.
This is not good.
He needs to just...
He's about to take a lot more damage as well. Look at this. The other thing, too, is that he ended up wanting to build into the Poor Man's Shield, but unfortunately, he just ended up going for the 2 Slippers of Agility, so he has no ability to deal with this damage coming.
Also, Pharaoh mid lane, he's missed almost 4 CS right now. Or 3, yeah, 4. He's just not getting any of these under the tower right now.
Oh, and right now also, Swindles might not be prepared for this. They're going to have a bash coming out, as well as the catch, and Ash saving the open wounds. You are not able to get into range for that one. But it does open up bottom a little bit now for compLexity.
Yeah. Still, though, that's not good when the tree rotates top, and he's able to steal this bounty rune, as well as he can pull if he wants to, eventually. Maybe these trolls up. So, and that's just saying we don't even need the tree bottom lane. And then this is just applying more pressure on a lane that's unwinnable for Centaur. Centaur versus Lifestealer is just a completely one-sided affair. And if he catches up to him, they have Leech Seed.
Oh, no. Yeah, they get it. There's this Leech Seed. Slowed down for the moment. Needs maybe one more hit, and it is going to be there. UR finds the kill.
Blast coming bottom.
Yeah, this is more damage being dealt out. Snake King, he's trading hits, so there is going to be a proc now, but still a lot of damage being dealt out to all of compLexity, and Z-Freak sort of having to take over the carry role in a certain way. There's just no CSing at all. Look at the CS, 3-0 for the Slark, 2-1 for the TA, and then the highest CS is 7-0 on the Centaur.
They just give SGG too much at the beginning of the picking stage. They give them solid lanes where they don't even have to worry about Legion Commander or the Lina at times. And then Pharaoh, he's also struggling. 4 CS against 17. He's completely crushed this game. It wasn't this bad last game, but man.
Yeah. Well, a tough matchup indeed for compLexity. They've already found themselves at a 2,300 gold deficit at 3.5 minutes into the game. I don't know where you go from here. Like, levels-wise, it's going to be a disaster continuously. The plus side is that Moo is able to dodge a couple of these Illuminates, but Coddle can keep spamming it.
It's just... and they don't really have the heroes that can kill mid lane. We have a tree here that's level 1, just got level 2 in the mid lane. But he's now a Z-Freak. Yeah, he was a tree. It was just funny. My bad. I guess that is confusing when there's actually a tree in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, that was pretty funny. I saw your camera go top, and I was like, wait, that's not what I wanted. Hold on, wait, what's going on?
I really feel like this Ward 2 has provided so much impact, as we are going to see Z-Freak come in. I don't know if this is going to amount to much. Look at the hasted up tree running around. It does end up getting the proc again from the passive. Melvins is retreated to the jungle. Firo has left the lane completely. He got his salve canceled earlier in the mid lane as well, so it's bad to bad to bad to worse, and Moo is not able to CS. It's just nothing.
Yeah, and their only play is to really go on Stan King on the back lines, and you can see that they're desperately trying to search for him. Maybe they'll find him now, but still aren't able to really do anything. Can't go on him. Oh
yeah, trying to deal some damage here. Z-Freak manning up against Stan King is going to be able to go for this one now, but the Illuminate spam, all of the damage coming through. Are they going to be able to find a kill before they take down the Legion? Yes, one, and Snake King just walked away. Now Z-Freak is going to end up dropping. Double kill. They thought he had him like fish in a barrel, but they became the fish themselves. Oh, God.
Yep, gutted and eaten live for everybody to see. Wasn't pretty. Definitely wasn't pretty. Let's see, level 6 Lina to level 5 just now on the TA. Brutal.
Like Lina
Absolutely.
and
Let's look at the net worth discrepancy here. That's not as bad as I thought it'd be. Only 700. Only 700.
I mean, the thing too, it's not only. You mean between cores? Or
no,
what are you talking
like
about?
the TA and Lina.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's pretty bad, though. And, I mean, you compare the CS right now. Lina has more CS than the next 2 cores of compLexity combined. It's just, they're switching it up now, which is what they have to do. But this isn't even like it's necessarily a great thing either, because I don't know if they can kill UR here.
I don't understand compLexity's like thought process. Like Slark, he can at least
Swindle. Trying to get the kill. He ends up canceling it. And, excuse me? All right, he's able to walk away from that one. They do stay alive for the moment. Swindle's live on 30 HP. And UR is going to get caught now, but, well, Moo has to actually leash on to make sure he stays alive. Swindle is dead. They're just bouncing around everywhere, but UR is taking him on 1v3. Come at me.
Time to go back to the support role.
Oh no. And now Firo in the mid lane. They have the Leech Seed gonna run him down. DD as well onto CC and C. They do have a Light Strike ready to drop out if they want to. Laguna Blade gets caught by the refraction. Nice play there by Firo, even with the high ping.
Yep. But at the same time, DD rune is the best rune that Alina can get at this stage of the game. It just applies so much pressure onto the tower. So now it would be nice if Dire side they pick up some dust so they're able to kill off this TA.
Yeah. I mean, when you can just do this, like...
Yeah, if that Dragon Slave had actually hit without the refraction, I think TA would be dead. Or they might have dove a little bit harder. Although they had range up, so maybe not.
Right.
Maybe not.
So... 0 to 5. It's 5, almost 6,000 net worth lead overall. You're going to use your shrine again here. There's vision all over the place by SGG. And Lifestealer is free to do whatever the hell he wants. Yuara's had one of the easiest games for a Lifestealer that we've seen in a while. And
this is the reason why you don't pick Centaur. Normally he loses a lot of 1v1s. They were able to just put Lifestealer against him and he got completely crapped on. And then they didn't rotate lanes for God knows what reason. I don't understand complexity's thought process of not trying to rotate Slark up as well as Monkey King. There's no way of salvaging your bottom lane against a Coddle and a Legion commander. Just send the Centaur down there. Make sure your Slark doesn't have a crap game. But once again, they're not even put in a position, and Z-Freak got scouted out. Duel dead.
Oh no, down bottom. It just happened so quickly, and if you're starting to get dual victories at this point, Swindle, he's going to be dead again as well. I think that they've got him. The dive isn't quite there. They are still going to chase for this one, looking for the kill. Right click, overwhelming odds, barely out of there on nothing. Now Lifestealer in the top lane, messing with Z-Freak a little bit more. They have found him. This should be, well, okay, Stampede, staying alive. Moo thinking about trying to go onto Uar. They have the Boundless Strike there as well, but now the Tree Armor turns to fight. Moo forced to pop the ulti. And, no, they're still applying pressure onto this tower.
See, I really dislike Uar's build all the time going for Midas. Like, he should just have a magic wand. They know they want to try and kill him. He just goes for the armlet. He's unkillable. He doesn't even need, like, they're snowballing so hard. What is the purpose of this Midas? I just wish he would have a little bit more flexibility when he builds. Like I said, if he just has this magic wand or stick, he just has more mana to work with, because you know the mana problems that open wounds can cause. So you're just playing super greedy, and then he can. And I wish he'd just fight a little bit more around having armlet earlier on, but hey man, he's winning games, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's sort of like one of the two ways that you can go about it is Swindle's trying to scare off here against the tree. Do they have detection? They actually do not, but aren't any trees there right now? There's a couple of heals coming out. Swindle stepped too far yet again. Doesn't get the double edge off. He's just brought down.
Centaur just needs too much space this game, and then you can't leave him alone against a Lifestealer like this. Snaking might be able to solo them.
I mean, he's just going to back out. Playing it safe, because why not? Firo goes for the deny, but that does still mean that your mid tower is down at just over the 10-minute mark, and about to be all 3 mid-tier ones down. And then what's left for your farming space? It's really tough.
Well, Sundle's just picked up a smoke. It's time for that desperation. Warlock still 5. Z-Freak level 5. Did they have to do something? Smoking that courier. Doesn't want to be a courier anymore.
They feel like they have to do something, and I am completely in agreement. There needs to be a play. That top tower does go down. Midas is done almost towards the armlet at this stage. They're going to find one. It's not really the one that they want. Maybe they can get Snake King here.
All right, so Yor actually hit me, or heard me. I don't know how. He actually got the magic stick finally.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny, but yeah, he realizes it a little bit too late. So, still, he's able to just stay in this top lane. He can't even be contested. This is just hilarious now. So, I mean, they can't kill him. They can't kill Lina. The only person they can kill is at least Stan King.
They're thinking about it. There's the Boundless Strike, but Stampede, blinding light pushback. Oh, no. He's just going to walk away. They don't care. CC&C, Laguna Blade, Swindle in the butt. And now Z-Freak just going to get punched to death. There's another kill going down in the bottom lane as Lifestealer is diving the tier 2 tower.
All right, listen. Calm down. We got to get at least 1 kill as complexity before we GG out. They have 1,000 gold per minute over the enemy. That's all right. We got another death, but it's fine. We're gonna get a kill somehow. They're gonna get a kill, I believe.
Oh man. No dual
CCC.
victory. They want to fight
CCC
this.
dead, boys.
They want to go for it. They're trying to bring him
dead.
down. Tree Armor's pretty good. The Boundless Strike a little bit better. And CCOA walks away on nothing. Moo trying to stay alive, but he's just going to get punched to death. 0-13, 14,000 net worth lead at 13 minutes. We need the Toby line right now. Who's got it? Who's got the high enough compendium?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There it is. 13-minute GG. Destroyed.
Yeah, this is perfect, and I don't understand. They did the same exact thing last game where they went aggro. How do they not expect them to go aggro? How do they not change up their lanes? I'm so baffled right now that I just don't understand what complexity's thought process was going into these lanes. And then you can't have TA have 4 CS when Lina has 20. You just can't have that in that matchup. I don't care if he has ping problems or not. You have to find a way to get past it. Maybe obviously he's not used to playing on that ping advantage. They're either gonna drop him, honestly, because of the ping problems, or they're going to fly him out to the United States to play. So it's either one or the other. It needs to be done sooner rather than later. They need to also shore up the fact that they're getting outdrafted handily, especially the second game. And then they're getting outlaned, and they're not thinking about the next steps. They're just letting it be. They're just letting stuff be.
I would completely agree with you, and I think that there's going to be a lot of people that look at this 13-minute GG and say, what's complexity going to do? And I really feel like Firo was one of those players when he was playing for Bears that was so strong. Like when he was playing, and particularly like on his Invoker, he was incredibly strong. But you could feel the ping, like him getting outplayed. In this game, for instance, there was a moment where Lina went up for Dragon Slave while Firo had a salve on. He saw it coming, and the refraction was like, just an instant away from getting it up in time. And then the salve ended up getting broken. And they're a lane that's already under trouble ends up being lost even harder. So, like, I don't think that this is indicative of complexity's true strength, and maybe you need to get Butterfly, maybe you need to get Firo out there on the same ping, and things will start to change a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely things that need to be shored up. We'll see what complexity wanted to go about. Normally, this was like the number 2 team in NA Dota, or number 3, I guess, with with NP kind of like on the rise for the last past year. So complexity went down to that. Actually, never mind. There was EG first always, and then DC, and then MP, and then complexity for like the last past year. Now complexity is going down to like 5th, 6th team, maybe even
Freedom level.
The new DC. Dang, man, that's just holy shit.
What are you talking about?
He said it. Holy shit, he said it, guys. Not me.
Freedom is a good team. It's just one tier below. I mean, it's not a team anymore, but you know what I'm saying? Like that tier.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because it's not even a team anymore.
Right.
That's how big your burn was.
No, I don't mean it like that. I guess that for me, Freedom has traditionally been that level of team. Ryu's trying to start drama here. He implied stream sniping earlier. He's trying to get me in trouble. I don't want these people calling me up and telling me things. I really do believe that Complexity has a lot of talent on this roster, and they have a strong captain in terms of at least like a person who could get people to follow him. You can say what you want about whether or not he's had the best drafts recently. Clearly this game there were struggles, but I think that once they get an idea in their head, they do follow through with it and believe in it 100%. It's just going to be a question of getting everybody on the same page at this point, I would imagine. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, they're
formed.
not out.
Like,
yeah,
this
they're
team
not
just formed.
out either, so they still have the lower bracket to go. So it's not bad. They have, like you said, a lot of room to grow. We'll see where they want to go from there.
Yeah. And it's also worth noting that this is not the end of the road for Complexity. They beat out SG Esports 2-0 just the other day. So they are going to move on to face the winner of Fire versus Midas Club Elite, which I do believe is going to be taking place tomorrow, roughly 19 hours from right now, is the Fire versus Midas Club Elite game. So that should be good. Looking forward to that one. Ryu, any final words about the matches that we had today? NP looked dominant, where they were able to bring down Elite Wolves, or just, your casual sellout things as well?
Yeah, I think today was just a good day to watch some good spankings from some veterans, as well as some veterans on this team. You got the old man himself, Snake King, on the other side, Wily Vet, and then CNC Stan King. They've been around forever as well, I feel. And this last 2 years of NA Dota, Yor has always been trying to make it big, kind of been outshined by his brother. So, I mean, there's a lot of big names, and it's glad to see some of them having some success here, and they've been doing really well. So I want to see. I just can't wait for that ISGG versus NP game. I want to see which one of the two Titans are going to clash and which one's going to buckle. We might have, a quick 2-0 in one way or another. Either team could potentially do it. Maybe NP a little bit favored there, but it should be fun nonetheless. But thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks for listening to me talk gibberish. Blah, blah, blah. You can follow me at Ryu Dota if you enjoyed my cast. You can follow my co-caster, the pleb, at Lyrical Dota. He's got nothing on me. A wonderful caster, a wonderful guy. You can follow my stream, twitch.tv Ryu Dota. I will be streaming most likely tomorrow. Tonight I will be going out to the gym. Lol.
Oh, get those gains, man. That's the way to be.
Yeah, I need to get as big and as bulky as you, man.
Thanks, man.
Gotta protect myself somehow.
That's
Actually,
right.
I'll just have you as my bodyguard.
That's what's up. I'll take care of it. I'll quote you on it.
He said he's gonna take care of me, guys. We all know that.
All right, that's gonna do it for us, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in. This has been the Epicenter